Okay, today I'm going to be working on one of our jet skis. This is a 2018 Kawasaki 310X Ultra. I'm going to take a look at the exhaust filter, which is back here at the end of this upper manifold. I've watched a few videos on YouTube that shows that these things, if not attended to regularly, can come apart and get down into the water muffler and can cause some real problems. So this unit actually has about 130 hours on it, and I've never taken it off. But we do ride in fresh water. We do blow it out after every ride, and then we usually also after we get them home and it's cooled down some, we blow them out again. I think that kind of helps some of the migration, the steam migration from the hot water from coming back into the exhaust manifold. I guess the theory is that Kawasaki put those filters in there so that the little fins will catch the condensation and drip back into the water muffler. But the manual says to check these every 50 hours, which is, to me, that's quite a bit of work to take these manifolds off and undo everything every 50 hours just to take a look at it. So I went ahead and I bought the Kawi Performance bypass kit. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Because I'm not too concerned about the steam migration, the way we take care of it and the way we blow it out. But I'm curious to see what it looks like after 130 hours. So I'm going to start by taking this this upper piece off, and that'll allow me some more room in here, and then we'll get back to it. Here we go. This is the oil separator tank. Has 3 hose connections, one here on the down on the side, and then one down underneath that comes around this side of the engine. There's a rubber hose fitting down here that connects this elbow piece to the water muffler. We'll loosen that up, and then we'll take these upper manifold bolts out. There's one underneath this plate. So we'll take those out, and should be able to lift right out. This piece right here is the filter. So we'll be taking a look at that. All right, I've got the oil separator canister undone. Got the 2 upper hoses. Now this is the one that's a little hard to get to. I mean, they pretty stingy with the hose, but I'll see if I can get that clamp undone once we get that out. But yeah, this is a little tricky, so it'll take a little work to get that bottom hose off. Well, I found that if you cut over here on the port side, it's a little easier access to that bottom hose. I got to get a pair of pliers on that compression clamp, but we'll get that off. But it seems like if you get over here on the port side, it's a little easier to get to. Okay, we've got the canister out. You can see the lower hose right here. This is the one that goes out from the side, and then here's the one that was going that way. This is the one that was hooked on right here. All right, so we'll loosen the clamps down here on this coupling, then we'll get to doing the bolts up here. All right, we've got that exhaust assembly off. Wasn't too bad. Came right off. Still shows the gasket on there, but we'll take a look at that and clean those surfaces up. Next, we're going to take this apart. Get the exhaust filter out, see what it looks like. Okay, well that looks pretty good. There's some calcium buildup here on the water jackets. We can kind of get that scraped out and vacuumed. Take a little bit of sandpaper to the surface, get it cleaned up. It looks pretty good for 130 hours. All right, got it apart. Here's the filter. Gosh, that looks pretty dang good. I mean, that's not coming apart at all. That looks really good. If I was just checking this, I wouldn't hesitate to put that back in. That's 130 hours. Yeah, I was just looking at these water jackets too. I mean, that looks really clean. I'll probably try to clean those out some. You know, I think what I'm thinking is maybe squirt some CLR in there and let it soak for a while, and then wash it out with some high pressure. Here's the other end. That really doesn't look too bad at all. Here's the other end. That again, that doesn't look bad. I mean, I'll clean that out some and then take a little bit of sandpaper to the surface. But that looks pretty dang good. Okay, I've cleaned these jackets out a little bit and put a little sandpaper to the surface here. It feels real nice and smooth and clean. That looks really good. Did the same to the upper manifold and that elbow. So let's take a look at that. This is the Kawi Performance bypass kit. I have a plate here. It takes the place of the filter. It looks like really good quality. I believe it's aluminum, but it looks like a good quality piece, and it comes with the gaskets. So I'm going to be putting that in. But, you know, I got to thinking, if I had known better, I would I'd cut this out. Let me look at that a little again. I think I would cut this piece out. It wouldn't be too hard, and then file it up and smooth it out real good, and then just put this plate back in. I think it would serve the same purpose. But you know, I'd have to get gaskets for it. But I mean, I don't know why you couldn't do that. But I've already bought the bypass kit, and it's a good quality, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. But I'll keep this piece here just in case I ever want to put it back in. Okay, here's the surfaces. I've cleaned those up. Those cleaned up really nice. Sanded it down a little bit. It's very smooth. Got that end as well. This end as well. It looks really good. So I'm going to start putting it back together. Okay, just a little note here. When you slide the gasket in here, it takes a little bit of finesse to get these bolts through the gasket holes lined up and into the threaded slots. But just stick with it. Be careful and take it slow. It'll go in. But it looks like it's all fitted in there pretty decent. So I'm gonna tighten up all these bolts. Put this one in here. Then I'll torque everything. Well, just a note. That getting that hose on, it's not focusing very well, but getting that hose and compression clamp on the bottom of this canister is probably the hardest part of the whole project, but it takes a little work and coordination, but it can be done. all put back together. Got the hoses hooked up, all hooked up. These back 4 bolts are torqued at 33 foot-pounds, and these 4 in this one are torqued at 22. Still have to put the plate on here. Got the sensor plugged back in and zip tied back in place where it should be. Everything looks real good. We'll start it up and make sure that everything's running okay. But that's the project, not too bad. All done. Looking good. Let's see. I wanted to show you these 2 exhaust filters. This is the one that I took out in this video out of the 2018 310X. And this is the one that I took out the next day from our 2019 310X. That is really clean. I mean, the 2019 had 96 hours, and this one had 130. And these fins are, I mean, they're really still very solid. I think it really has a lot to do with making sure that you blow their water muffler out after you're through riding, and maybe let it cool down some, and then blow it out a couple more, at least one more time. That's what we do, and it looks like it. I mean, it's kept these. I mean, these are in pretty good shape. So, anyway, I wanted to show everybody those.